So, welcome everyone, this is Steve, and as you all know, Outlast 2 came out very recently on the 25th of April, and this is why I'm going to be bringing you this video today. Which Outlast game is the scariest? I've got answers right here in this video, and because I've researched quite a lot about both of the games, and I've played the first Outlast, and I currently have a series of it on this channel, and I've seen live streams just as the second game came out. So yeah, before we start, I've got to let you know that Outlast 2 is based on real events in life that have happened in the real world. Right here I've got a screenshot which you will be seeing on screen, and this says that Philippa Morin, the co-founder of the Red Barrels games, Red Barrels by the way is the company which creates both of the Outlast games, and yeah, this guy has had an interview with Indie Games Level Up in which they discuss the story inspiration about this game, Outlast 2. Morin stated that in this interview that one of the inspirations for the story of Outlast 2 was a lot of research in the Jonestown massacre, which he said has been dubbed the biggest mass suicide ever in recorded history. So in the beginning of Outlast 2 you start off in a helicopter with Lynn, and Lynn is the wife of the character you actually are. I believe it is Blake, and basically you crash and you end up in a town, and this town is the Jonestown town in which the massacre I've been talking about has happened. And yeah, I'm not gonna spoil anything, so it's basically up to you to buy the game and play it. Yeah, that's just something which I wanted to tell you before we start off, if you're considering playing the game. So now I'm going to talk about some things which have changed from the first Outlast till the second Outlast, which you may not know. Yeah, so as you know, in the first Outlast you have to look for batteries, and without batteries you wouldn't be able to see in the dark without the night vision. And in the second Outlast, not only that, you have to look for batteries and bandages as well, because if you get injured or get hit by one of the maniacs in-game, you will have a red screen, obviously, like the first Outlast. But in the second Outlast, you will not recover. In the first Outlast, all you have to do to recover from the red screen is simply by waiting. Yeah, that's simple. But in the second Outlast, your health will not regenerate automatically. You will have to find the bandages and heal yourself with the bandages. And I know that you might say that I won't heal myself, like it's not a problem, okay, I can just continue with the game. But the thing is that if you don't heal yourself, you won't be able to run. You will just simply walk, you will have a red screen like normal with blood, but you won't be able to run, and that won't be helpful if you're kind of being chased by other people, you know? Speaking of which, you don't have unlimited running, which means that you have to time your runs, and you have to be very strategic in the game, because if you run more than you're supposed to, you'll get exhausted, which means that you will have to walk only until you rest enough and you're ready to go. Also, if you're considering in buying the game Outlast 2, this is just a fun fact, and I thought I might let you know about this because, I mean, Outlast was a very scary game. Yeah, believe it or not, Red Barrels have said on Twitter that they will be releasing kind of diapers which people will use while playing this game because it's that horrible. I have a clip right now. It will be on screen just in a few seconds, just watch it. Yeah, they have released it on their YouTube channel, Red Barrels YouTube channel, about the diaper, and this is actually a real thing.
Introducing our Kickstarter project under Scare's Outlast 2 Diapers. Oh yeah, they're real. So now you can play in a state of abject terror and total comfort. And there's even a limited edition with a wearable nightlight.
So the storyline of Outlast 2 does not have anything to do with the first Outlast, and if you have seen footage of the gameplay, the second game, you might think that it's an easier game, or maybe it's less scarier because it's situated outside. But the thing is that if you're being chased in a cornfield with like 5 men hunting you down, it ain't easy, okay? It's gonna be difficult playing this game. I might be doing this game as a series on the second channel right after we finish the first Outlast. Yeah, a lot of things have changed in this game, And even the hiding spots, you can now hide underwater, or I don't know, there's still lockers, but yeah, you can hide underwater and by simply ducking down and in cornfields. Like, this game is crazy, you know? I'm so hyped for it. After watching this video, you might just already conclude by yourself that Outlast 2 is more scarier than Outlast 1. And if you don't believe me, just play the game, buy it yourself and see for yourself. But I just have to tell you one thing, that if you're considering the game, think again. That's all for me for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.